Imagine you had everything: wealth, status, a life filled with luxury, but still felt something was missing. What if the richest man in the city met the Buddha himself, and what he learned changed his life forever? This is the story of Anathapindika, the rich merchant who became one of the greatest supporters of Buddhism. But his journey was not easy. Anathapindika was the richest merchant in the great city of Savatthi. He had everything: gold, jewels, a mansion larger than a palace, and a family that adored him. People called him the feeder of the poor because he often gave food and money to those in need. But despite his wealth and generosity, he felt a strange emptiness. Something was missing from his life, a deeper truth, a purpose. One day, he traveled to Rajagaha for business. While staying at his brother-in-law's house, he overheard something unusual. Tomorrow, the Blessed One, the Buddha himself, will give a teaching, said a voice. Anathapindika's heart skipped a beat. The Buddha? A man who has attained true enlightenment? He whispered. That night, he couldn't sleep. The thought of meeting the Buddha filled him with excitement, but also fear. What if this was just another teacher, another philosopher with empty words? Before sunrise, he set out on his journey, but the road was dark and eerie. Fear gripped him as he heard wild animals howling in the distance. His footsteps slowed. Doubt crept in. Suddenly, a strange voice echoed in his mind. Go forward, O householder. Do not turn back. It was as if something unseen was guiding him. With renewed determination, he walked faster, his heart pounding. And then, he arrived. There, under a tree, sat the Buddha, radiant, calm, and beyond anything Anathapindika had ever imagined. He bowed deeply and said, Blessed One, I have come to seek your wisdom. The Buddha smiled. Tell me, householder, what do you seek? I have wealth, but my heart is restless. How can I find true happiness? Anathapindika asked. The Buddha replied, Gold and silver cannot buy peace. True wealth is generosity, kindness, and wisdom. A man who gives selflessly is richer than a king who hoards his treasures. Anathapindika felt something shift within him. For the first time, he understood wealth was not just about having, but about giving. From that day on, Anathapindika dedicated his wealth to spreading the Buddha's teachings. He built the grand Jetavana monastery, offering a sanctuary for monks and seekers from all over the land. Even today, the name Anathapindika is remembered as one of the greatest patrons of Buddhism, not because of his riches, but because of his heart. So, what is true wealth? Is it the gold in your vault, or the kindness in your heart? Please let me know in comment box. If this story inspired you, remember to share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more wisdom from the Buddha's teachings, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more. See you in the next video.